Hi everyone, I am Navaneeth Krishnan. I am a wildlife photographer, and in this video we are going to see about the primary parameter of exposure triangle, the shutter speed. Before we get into the video, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so that you get daily one video and learn more on photography, Lightroom, Photoshop and Premiere Pro. Without any further delay, let's get started. The basic primary parameter of exposure triangle is shutter speed. So why do we say the shutter speed is the basic parameter or the primary parameter of exposure triangle? Is because shutter speed is used for freezing your image or freezing your subject in the particular frame. Shutter speed is the nominal time taken by the shutter to close and open. So that is basically what is shutter speed. So we'll take very different situations and understand how shutter speed works in each and every situations better. So first I am considering this particular photograph of a pelican landing on a water. So in this case I'll have to go ahead with shutter speed of 1/1250. So when I go ahead with this particular shutter speed of such a high shutter speed, I am able to freeze the high wingspan of pelican bird landing on the water. So in case I want to shoot a star or anything that is related to astrophotography, I will go ahead with such a low and a long exposure such as 30 seconds, or I might even go ahead with bulb mode and a remote control and expose it for more than a minute or do something like that sort. So in this case, in this particular image I have used exposure of 30 seconds. So I'll take a third condition. Third condition is this particular model, and she was posing for quite a long time, and since they are models, they do not move or they do not show any much of motion in their posture, so we get a lot of time, and in this case we need not go ahead with high shutter speed or low shutter speed. We can go ahead with a perfect like a nominal shutter speed such as 1/125 or something, so that I was able to make this particular image. Shutter speed, not just by triggering the shutter speed high or low, you get the perfect exposure for your frame. There is also certain lighting conditions that is calculated, or certain lighting conditions that are tampered by using high and low shutter speed. In case I will just use this particular camera that I am using, I will just show you how different shutters works and how is the lighting conditions that is based on different shutters. Now I am setting my camera to 1000 shutter. So just see. So this is 1000 shutter, and it's like completely dark, and you will not be able to see anything right here. So when I set my shutter speed to 1000, I am not able to see anything, and now I set my shutter to 1/125. There is not much of light. There is a small amount of light that enters the camera, but since I have a large source of light that is here, you are able to see a good amount of visibility is there with this camera. So now I go ahead with a more lower shutter speed of 1/30 or something of that sort. So now when I do this one, you are able to see the clear and clean exposure of the frame. So this is basically how the shutter speed works. As you increase the shutter, the amount of light entering the camera decreases. As you decrease the shutter, the amount of light entering the camera increases, and that is how shutter basically works. When you want to get the perfect exposure for your frame, it is not just the shutter speed which is responsible. There are two other factors, the aperture and the ISO, which are the three major factors of exposure triangle which comes into consideration for making a perfect exposure for your perfect frame. So in the upcoming videos, I will be dealing with aperture and ISO. Until then, stay tuned and follow me on Instagram. Thank you.